Subject code 18CS 2015 Object Oriented Programming Lab experiment number 10, file handling. In this video we are going to see our 10th experiment, that is file handling, through some example programs and implement this concept. So first thing, this program is to uh, write our own profile, that is write some content into a file, that is mysource.txt, and after that we have to copy the whole content from this file, and we have to uh, paste this content in another file, that is sample.txt here. And after that, once the copying process is done, we have to delete this first file, that is mysource.txt. So that is the objective. Now we'll start from the main method. So whenever we are working with files in Java, we have to import a package called IO. So that is what we have done here. We have an import statement, that is java.io. And after that, to read the input from user, we are using scanner class in this program. That's why I have used import java.util.star as well. And after that, to create a new file in Java at any particular location, we have a method called create new file method in this file class. So first thing, we have to instantiate this file class of this IO package with this is the location where we are trying to create a new file. So we have to give the location to the constructor of this file class, and after that we have to call this method called create new file of this file class. And after that, a file will be created at this particular location named mysource.txt. So this txt will create a notepad file, and if you want to create a word document, you can give docx, and if you want to create a pdf file, we can give pdf as well. And after that so our main objective is to write our own profile into that file, right? So we have to use a proper write method. So write method is available in file writer class. So we have a file writer class here, and after that uh, we are passing two parameters to this file writer class. The first thing is the location where the file is. So this is the location, and after that, the next one is the append mode. So append mode happens to be a boolean value. So if in the case if it's true, if the append mode is true, then the content which we write now will be concatenated with the previous content in the text file. Otherwise, if you give the append mode as false, the content which we write will be overwritten on the previous content. That means the previous content will be replaced with our new content. That's it. So after that, we are really prompting the user to enter name, register number, department uh, from the user, and taking the input from the user using the next line method of the scanner class. And we are storing that in name, register number, and department string variables. And after that, we are writing these variables into this we are writing the data in these variables into this file, my source file. So we have a write method from this file writer class, and after that we are writing name and whatever the user enters, that name, and after that register number and department. And after that, we are calling the close method on this file writer. After that, then done the first point is done, right? So we have written the content into that file, and after that we have to read the content from the file and paste the content into another file called sample.txt. So to read the content from the file, we have to use a proper reader. So we are going to use this buffer reader, which requires the object of file reader. So we have a file reader class from the IO package and buffer reader class from the IO package. So we have a readline method in the buffer reader class. So before using that, we have to instantiate this buffer reader class, right? So we have to pass the object of uh, file reader class to the constructor of this buffer reader class. After that, we have a string variable s. So after reading from the first file, we have to write the same content into second file, right? So this buffer object, this buffer reader class, I have instantiated to read from the first file, and this file reader class I have instantiated to read the to write into the second file. So while we have a while loop to read all the content from the first file. So we have a readline method returns the whole content of the first line, the first iteration. In the second iteration, it returns the content from the second line. So it returns null once it reaches the end of the file, or if the file is totally empty, it returns null. So if it is not null, if there is any content, we are writing that content into this second file. So this this write method belongs to this class, right? This file writer class is nothing but it is creating a new file called sample.txt. So here we have created using create new file method. So we can directly use file writer class also to create a new file at this particular location if the file is not already present. So it creates a new file, and after that we are writing the whole content into this sample.txt file. And after that, we are calling the close method on all the write objects and buffer objects. After that, we are to delete the first file, we are calling the delete method on this first file. And after that, it returns a boolean value whether the file has been successfully deleted or not. That's it. And after that we have enclosed all these file operations under try catch block. That's it. Now we will run this and check whether it's working perfectly or not. Name and can RK 19 CS 1255 department, let it be CSE, and you can see the file has been deleted successfully. True, it returned true. Now we'll go to the location and check uh, our files. So first we have created a file here. After copying the content from this file, we have pasted the content here, this one, and after that we have deleted the file at this location. That's why this folder is now empty. And after that we have a sample.txt, which is nothing. We can see the content: name, Sandican, register number, department CSE. That's it. That's it about our first program. Now we'll go to the second program. So this one is to count the number of punctuation marks and uh, spaces, embedded white spaces in any particular text in any particular file. So we'll start from the main method here. As usual, we have imported the IO package from the IO package, and after that we have also imported the util package to read the input from the user using this scanner class. So first thing, we have initialized an array of all the punctuation symbols. So these are the all kinds of possible punctuation symbols what we can have in any text. And after that we have created a file at this location, and using the file data class we are actually writing this some content like Java is an object-oriented programming language into that file, and we're calling the close method on this file. After that we have to read from the file character by character, right? So we have a read method in this file reader which returns the ASCII value of the first character if it is called once. If it is called second time, if it is called twice, then it will return the ASCII value of the next character. So what we'll do is we'll uh, typecast the integer value of that ASCII, and we'll get the character, right? So that's what we have done here. We are reading the character by character using this read method. So it returns an ASCII value, right? So this read method returns -1 in the case of end of file. If it reaches the end of file, it returns -1, or else in the case of empty file, in that case also it returns -1. So while we are taking the first character from the text, and we are comparing against the characters in the our array. So we are using a for each loop for each character in the array. If Here we are typecasting the ASCII value. So the in is not the character, actually it is an ASCII value. We are typecasting that into character, and we are checking if that is equal to the any of these punctuation symbols in the array. We have a space also here, and if that is true, we'll increment a count by 1. So in that way we'll count how many punctuation symbols and how many spaces are there in a particular text. So after that we are printing the count value, and we are calling the close object on this close method on this read object. And to avoid exceptions, we have enclosed this in try catch box, and we'll run this and check if it's working or not, right? You can see the output is 10. So our text basically is nothing but this one, right? Java is an. So here we can see there is a comma 1, and next there is a space 2, 3, 4, there's a hyphen, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's it. The punctuation symbols and white spaces in this text are 10. That's it about our second program. Now we'll go to the third program. Yes, this third program is to count the number of words in any text that in which the starting letter is equal to the starting letter of our name. So first thing, we have imported the IO package and util scanner class as well. And after that we have set a count variable to 0 initially, and instantiated the scanner class. After that we are creating a new file at this particular location, and we are instantiating also this file writer. After that we are prompting the user to enter any text using a next line method of the scanner class. We are taking the input, and we are calling the close object on this close method on this write object. After that, we have to read the content from the file using the buffer reader. I've already told that buffer reader takes the object of the file reader class as a parameter to the constructor. And after that, using the while loop, the same concept, read line method returns null in the case of end of file or any empty file. So that's the concept. If it is not null, if there is any content present in the file, we are uh, we are checking the first letter. So what we are doing is we are splitting the whole line. Then we will get the then we will get each strings, right? So each word as a string. So so we are taking that string, and so that the string is nothing but x. It will be in each iteration, the string will be x, right? So x dot char at 0, that gives us the first letter, right? So that will be stored in chr. So we are checking if chr, the first letter is so my name is Ken Seren, right? So if that is capital K, and if it is or if it is small k, then we will increment the count by 1. So that will uh, count the how many that will count the number of words that are starting with the letter K. So after that, we are printing the count variable, and that's it. We have included all these operations in try catch block. Now we will run this and check. Read dot main. Tell any text, for example, Ken Seren from Karunya. In this case, I have two words that are starting with the key. That's why the count is 2. That's the our third program. Now we'll go to the fourth program. That is this program is to create two files. The first file should have this content, a stream with a combination from that one, and the second one should have this content. And after that, our objective is to merge these two files into another file, that is final.txt, and that's it. We have to display, we have to uh, merge all these both the contents into one file, that is final.txt. That's it. Now we'll start from this main method. As usual, we have imported the IO package, and after that we have written that we have created a new file at this particular location. See, new and first.txt, this is the location. And after that, we are writing this content. A stream is a communication channel that has that a program as that content, that's the string data. That's it. And that one we are writing into this file first.txt, and we are calling the close method on this object. And after that, we have to read the content from the file, right? We have to read the content from both the files, and we have to paste that in to the final text file. To do that, we need a buffer reader. I have instantiated the buffer reader here. And after that, uh, we are we have to create another file, that is second.txt. To do that, I have instantiated this file class, and I have called the create new file method. After that, we have a file writer class here to write into that second file. So this takes the happen mode as false and the location as second.txt location. And I'm writing this content into this file. I'm calling the close method on this read object, and to read the content from the second file as well, I'm using buffer reader. And after that, we have to now we have to first we have to read the content from the first file. So as usual in this, similar to the previous programs, use the readline method, right? Readline method returns null in the case of empty end of the file, or in the case of any empty file. So that's the concept. To write into third file, we have to create a third file, and we have to that is a final.txt. And after that, uh, instantiate the file reader class for that file as well. And after that, uh, we are reading the content from the first file, that is this file loop, and we are pasting that line into the final.txt in each pass. So that is the logic here. And after that, we are printing a space, is just to differentiate, just to split, I mean to give a space between the two contents. After that, uh, I'm using another while loop to write the content of the second text file. So this buffer object belongs to the first file, and this buffer object belongs to the second file. It reads from the first file, it reads from the second file. After that, once we write all the content into the final final file, and after that, we are calling the close methods on these objects. Now we'll run this and check if it's working perfectly or not. Yes. So process has been finished. Now we'll go to the location. So this is a folder which we have created the three files. The first one is the first file which with the content. Stream is a communication that can channel, that one, and second one has the content, this one. And in final file we can see both the contents are merged together. So up to here is the first file, and up to and second file starts from here. So in this way we can merge both the contents into a final, into another file. So that is all about our 10th experiment, and I hope all the outputs of all these programs are correct, and correct for all different kinds of inputs. Thank you.